Oh, how you doing? This will be probably my last one for a while. I wrote all these stories in the summer, so this is the last one I've got. So finish it off, see what happens. Back when I was 13, 12, 13, 14, started delivering milk for a woman. We'd do all the local areas. And at that point in time, we're just causing chaos all the time. When we couldn't play football, we'd just cause chaos. So it was the winter, and we used to throw a lot of eggs with vans and all that next to the car wash. Snowballs if it was snowing. Just bad wee bastards. We say they're bad wee bastards. Just doing anything we could, man, to try and cause trouble. But eventually we're spending that much money on eggs that we started just finding our alternatives. So we delivered the milk, we'd finish on a Saturday. We'd just start throwing milk bottles everywhere. No particularly at people, but just in the direction of the road, or just causing distractions for people trying to go about their business. And the woman we worked for, we used to start early on, 4 in the morning, finish at 6. We'd do a couple of hours of do the milk, and then we'd try and annoy people for a wee while, and then we'd need to go home and get ready for school. But there's another milk van in the area, and unfortunately she got caught in the crossfire. So it was 6 in the morning. Our boss says to us, listen, I've had a complaint. She said milk bottles thrown on the road when she's trying to do her run. And she says it's you two. And we said it's no us. And she says, well, I hope it's no you, but 6 in the morning, there's not a lot of kids running about 6 in the morning throwing bottles on the road. So I've come up with an alternative. What we'll do is, we'll move the time. So we'll start later. We'll do the same time she does. We did different areas anyway, we just finished in the same area. She says, I'll pick you up for the house because we always get picked up in the main street. And then she says, what we'll do is I'll drop you off right at the house and then you'll go right to school. And we'll do that for a week. And if there's no more chaos, then I'm sorry, but it must have been you two. So we agreed, but we also thought, oh fuck, we're going to lose our job because we can't be in 2 places at the one time, obviously, you know. And our woman's raging, so she's wanting something done about it. So we thought about it all the weekend. The Monday morning, we've decided to ask our pal, guy we went to school with, who lived near us. He's always up for a bit of chaos. We says to him, you fancy doing us a wee favour, going down the road and throwing a few milk bottles in the road so somebody sees you, so that they don't think it's us. And he didn't even hesitate. He said, aye, no bother. When will I go down? I said, Monday morning. Stay for a couple of days. Hopefully somebody will see and we'll be off the hook. He says, aye, cool. I'll need to get some milk bottles. He says, we'll give you the milk bottles. We'll hide them in the hedge for you. You don't need to do nothing crazy. Just let yourself be seen. And he says, aye, that's fine, no problem at all. So we made the arrangements. We had the bottles. I created bottles in the hedge. Nobody would see it. And she picked us up 6 o'clock on the Monday morning. We'd done a run. We were driving by where you'd need to go to my house. You'd need to go by where we used to stand. And I didn't sign him. So we're like, oh no, he's not turned up. So she's dropped us off. We've got to school. No sign him, he's not at school. So we're like, oh no man, he's at the fanny. He's ghosting us here. So we'll try to think of another alternative. Couldn't think of one. So next day, we do a run again. We come up to the road to turn. My boss is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And we're like, what is it? She says, there's a guy up there, up in the hill, look. So we looked up, because the side door was open, so we'd peek our head at the side door. And there he is, the bold boy man, just standing there, just staring right at us. She's like, what's he doing? He looks mental. And we're just like, I don't know, I'm not sure. And then he just looks right at us as we drive by and he's just like, gives us the wave. We're like, oh fuck. She's like, do you know him? We said, no, I've not seen him before in my life. She went, what's he waving for? I don't know. She's like, oh, that's scary. What's he waving at us for? Do you think it's a threat or something? I says, I don't know. I've never seen him before. She went, no, that's definitely weird. I'll phone her tonight and tell her that because that's weird. So it's a nice one. So we see him at school and that. What happens, man? He's like, oh, sorry, I slept in on Monday and that. I wasn't well. Right, cool. So, need to chill out with the waving. She thinks that you're her pal. Oh, no, I was just letting you know I was there and that. We're like, aye, we could see you. Right, alright, sorry, it's cool. So, next day, no sign of him again. We're like, oh, fuck, man, this is brutal. It's coming up to Thursday now. She's still saying, like, I'm sorry, boys, man, like, that guy was there, but doesn't really prove anything. Could have been a paper boy or something, you know? We're like, aye, fair enough. So, when it gets to the Thursday, it drives by again, nobody's there. Finished the run. Finished the last couple of doors, and then we're driving back on the way back. Waiting to turn the corner, no sign of your man again. We pull up to the junction, and then he just fucking appears out the hedge. It was like something out the Matrix. He was just like that, out the hedge. He started running, dead slow, and she's like that, panicked. She's like, what the fuck's happening? So he's running, and then he does that, and picks up 2 things off the ground, starts running. 2 bottles right at the van. We're like that. We don't expect to hear it, right? So we're like, oh fuck. So he missed us completely. So we're like, oh thank fuck, man. Runs again, brings 2 out the pocket, another 2, and then he's got 1 on the ground. Boom! Last one, straight at us. We're fucking shiting ourselves, man. So is she. She's fucking terrified. Fucking bang, man. It hits the side of the van. We're like, fuck, man. She's like, oh my god, panicking. She's breathing heavy and all that. She's like, oh fuck, oh fuck. Fuck. She's like, trying to pull her to the side of the road and that. And she's like, he's alright. We're like, aye, we're alright, we're fine. She's like, alright, okay. She's like, oh my god, right, I'll try and get, she drives us up the road. We're like, oh fuck, man, that was terrible. She could see, we pulls up, we sees our woman. She's like, listen, I've just been pelted with bottles. The woman's like, I could hear it. I could hear it up the road. She went, he's alright. Aye, we're fine. Fucking, the G's were terrified, man. And she's like, oh fuck. She says, listen, I'm really sorry. I just assumed it was yours because it was 6 in the morning. I didn't think him to be running about, you know. And we're like, no, it's alright, don't worry about it, it's fine. She says, right, alright, I'm sorry, boys. I didn't want to accuse you. We're like, it's cool. I understand. It's not a problem. So we go back to business the Monday. The big man's done the job, and the way he executed it was amazing. I'm thinking he must have practiced that. And then my pal's dad, probably about a week later, he said to me, he said, man, up the street. I says, what happened? He says, I was walking by there the other day to get my lift. I heard all this smashing. He was running about the field throwing milk bottles. And then he said, I seen him. I'm like, oh. He turned around and he seen me. He had 2 bottles in his hand. He was just like that. And dropped him and just fucking tailed it right into the bush. I'm thinking, what the fuck's that all about? That's strange. I says, I don't know what he's up to. He's off his head, isn't he? He says, I guess he is, aye. He's not going to sleep. I says, I don't know, no idea. So I done the job, got his half wet, and then a few weeks later she said to us, I was talking to my husband, you know, about all that carry on. This is our boss. And he said to me, I mean, what if they just get one of their pals to do it? And she says, don't be so ridiculous. They're 13-year-old. Who are they going to know that's going to be out of bed at 5:30 in the morning to throw bottles at people? That doesn't make any sense. And he says, aye, you're right. Aye, true, fair enough. Anyway, there you go. Short and sweet. Take care.